What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Endure, Believe, Rise. I hope this message reaches you in good energy. I hope you and your loved ones are in good health. We're going to do a question of the day, and the question that was asked to me was, do I do New Year's resolutions? I get this question pretty much every year or around this time because getting ready to go into the new year. And the simple answer is no, I do not do New Year's resolutions, but I do set goals. And it's a lot more complicated, or at least more interesting, right? When it comes to me and how I set my New Year's goal. And first of all, my goals, my New Year's doesn't start on January 1st, right? I wish everybody a happy New Year's, a prosperous New Year's, a blessed, a healthy New Year's. May the universe and God continue to bless you and propel you closer to your goals. May you and your loved ones have beautiful moments together and stay in fabulous health. But for me, my New Year starts on my birthday, right? Because, I mean, technically, that's when you turn another year. So while the calendar year may start on January, and I believe the fiscal year starts October, November, depending on the genre or the area of the job, my New Year starts on my birthday. Now, as far as resolutions go, I don't do resolutions, resolutions is kind of like, at least in my opinion, or the way I look at resolutions, is kind of like, do you stop smoking or start working out or things like that. I feel like resolutions just aren't detailed enough, and they're not specific enough. They're not accountable enough. You know, when it comes to a goal, it can't be vague, right? And there has to be steps to get a goal and things like that. Otherwise, where it's just a wish or a hope, right? So anyway, without going too much on a tangent, what I do is I do New Year's goals, right? I don't do resolutions. And like I have a goal, a financial goal, save this amount of money, or start investing this percentage of my income, right? They'll have goals like that for my finances. I'll have a professional goal, make it to this, status or position, or apply for this status this many times, get feedback for this many interviews, have this many mock interviews, stuff like that for my professional life. For my personal life, as far as like relationship wise, as we're talking about like romantic, I never set goals for that. I just, I'm open to God and the universe sending me someone, people, whatever it may be, right? As far as someone I date or may date or may show interest in me, stuff like that. So I stay away from setting personal goals. I feel like that's the easiest way to not get a genuine connection with someone, is by saying, you want to be married by this date, you want to be in a relationship by this date, you want to, stuff like that. So I feel like, in my experience and what I've seen is that, when you're open to learning and discovering someone, that's when you find something genuine. And as far as like health wise, I always do set pretty detailed goals about my health journey, fitness, and what I want to accomplish, right? As of right now, me and a friend of mine, we have a goal, which I'll share with you once I do a video for my goals of the year. And I have a couple of other goals. I don't have weight goals when it comes to health and fitness. It's just not me. I stepping on a scale, seeing a certain number isn't where I'm going to, get that pump, right? Get that thrill. That's not what I'm chasing. I'm not chasing a certain number. If I wanted to chase another certain number, I would do that. I'm more chasing an aesthetic, a look, a performance, a feeling. So it's more detailed than that, but and to be honest with you, to be fair, I don't usually share my fitness goals on social media. And the reason why is because I don't want to influence anybody to have any of my fitness goals. I want you to have your own fitness goals. And before you do that, you need to, well, have your fitness goals and then talk to your doctor about it, because your body might not be ready to do what you think it's ready to do. Your body might need help to get where it needs to be, right? The last thing I want anybody to do is to go into a gym, go into a fitness center, start working out, and become less than the way they started, right? We're being safe. That's the first thing we're doing in all of our fitness journeys and all of our fitness goals. The first step is making sure that we're safe, right? We are safe. We are going to leave. We're going to come in injury-free, and we're going to leave injury-free. We're going to stay safe, right? That's what I want. So we talked about finances, professional, romantic, health. And I believe that's pretty much, intellect, right? Spirituality, right? What am I thinking? I'm going to start a new goal as far as spiritual. I can't think of the thing that I want to do. As far as intellect goes, my goal for last year, and I still have January to complete it, was to read 4 books. And that was a lot harder than I thought it was. So if I make it to January and I finish my 4 books, I'm going to continue that. I'm going to add 5 books. I'm going to add 1 book. If I don't make it to January and I don't finish 4 books, my goal will continue to be 4 books, right? I might do 5 anyway. But hopefully that answered your question. I will do a follow-up video to this of what my goals actually are going to be for the new year. But yes, I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I do do New Year's goals. Thank you for the question of the day. All right, guys, I need you to take care of yourselves. Please be kind to one another. Keep me in your prayers. I'll forever keep you in mind. Endure, believe, rise.